Learn how VACLs enforce Layer 3 at Layer 2 without complex setups.
Do, Layer 3 enforcement at Layer 2. But today's video is going to be on VACLs or VLAN ACLs. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to make sure we can do some enforcement in the Layer 2 segment without using things like private VLANs or TrustSec, anything like that. Now, if you don't know anything about private VLANs, I'm going to put something up here, probably going to be over my face, and it's going to show you exactly what private VLANs are, and it's going to give you a demonstration of what the power of private VLANs. So again, it's going to be up here. Just go ahead and watch that video if you're interested in that. If not, stay here so we can learn about some VACLs here. So we're on the board. VACLs is basically going to allow us to do, Layer 3 enforcement at Layer 2. Probably doesn't make sense. But what this is basically going to do is we're going to have two, get to the board, and this is VACLs here. All right, and VLAN ACLs. And what we're going to do in the lab is we're going to have our main switch here. So let's just say this is a collapse core, but I'm just going to do switch. And then we're going to have a host here, so user here, user 1, and then user 2. All right. And ultimately, they're going to be in VLAN 100. Now, for the most part here, if you wanted to block traffic between these two users, you would have to use something like microseg or TrustSec or something like that, or maybe an agent-based microsegmentation, right? Or use private VLANs, put one in an isolated VLAN, or put both of the users in an isolated VLAN so they can't talk to each other. Now, the issue with private VLANs is the setup. Most people don't know how to set private VLANs up, nor do they know the concept of private VLANs. Now, VLAN ACLs or VACLs, they don't really give you an added benefit over private VLANs. In fact, private VLANs are probably better than VACLs because you're dealing with an ACL and you have to make sure that the ACL is on every switch, and then you have to make sure it's applied to the same VLAN when you're using VLAN ACLs or VACLs. With private VLANs, you just have to set up your private VLANs everywhere and then assign the port to its respective VLAN, isolated or community. But with this, let's say it's a small, very super small deployment, and you don't want to go through the hassle of creating the private VLANs.